Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Demon Hunter skill video. We are now taking a look at a third skill that you get in your secondary skill tree which is the Chakram. Fire a swirling. Oh, I don't have effect damage. Okay, hit me all you want. Fire a swirling Chakram that does 150% weapon damage as physical to enemies along its path. That's how it looks, by the way. It's slightly hard to aim and it's very useless in corridors for obvious reasons. Since when it hits a wall, it stops moving. So, very bad in narrow corridors. But I believe it can hit multiple things. I mean, not multiple. It can hit multiple times. So if you cast it and then you run away and then the enemy runs up and gets hit by every single one, then yeah, I think this ability does hit multiple times, and you can cast it pretty fast for multiple hits, and it only costs 10 hatred per cast. So here's where the calculation comes in. So if you sit down and think about it, this skill costs 10 hatred, Impale costs 15, which means if you cast one Impale, you can cast 2.5 one of these. So let's say 2.5. You take 150, add with another 150, which is 300%. You take half of 150 because you only get 5 hatred is half of this, which is 75. So you can do 375% damage with Chakram. With the same amount of hatred you would use to cast one Impale, which only does 250%. So let's sit back and think about that for a second. This skill costs 25 hatred. This skill costs 10. If you cast the same amount of hatred as Impale, you would get 375% damage, while Impale only does 250% damage. See, simple math, and you already found out that Chakram is better than Impale in every possible way. What is Blizzard thinking with balancing in this game? If even a 6th grader can sit down and calculate this, and they would know that Chakram is better. Okay, it's obvious that it would be better, even though you see, oh, only 150% damage. That sucks. Yeah, but it only costs 10 hatred. It's cost very low, so that's why nobody uses Impale. I've seen people use these three more than Impale for obvious reasons, because Impale costs way too much for that little damage. Anyways. Let's move on to the Twin Chakram. Now you may be thinking that, okay, I'll read it. A second Chakram mirrors the first. Each Chakram deals 100% weapon damage as physical. So here's the thing. Even though it does less damage, you actually fires 2 Chakram, like this. And both of them do hit multiple times. So you think about it, if you aim it correctly, to where both of these actually hits one target, this ability actually does 200% damage. So again, if you sit down and calculate just a little bit, 200% damage, cast it twice, that's 400% damage, take half of 200, which is 100%, because, 5 hatred, you would get 500% weapon damage with the Twin Chakram ability, at the same cost as 1 hatred. And you may be thinking, well, Bill, there's Grievous Wound. That's good. Yeah, only that's 100% additional damage. Which means, yes, it will increase the damage of the skill by another 250. But this skill has AoE. Oh my gosh, yes, it has AoE. Which means it does even more damage than that. Wait, I didn't show you how to use the first one, did I? Well, I did kill 2 things with it. I think that's more than enough, right? I think. Anyways, let's move on. So, already we found out that Twin Chakram, 500% weapon damage for 25 hatred. Ridiculous. How did Blizzard not see this when they were making this ability? How did they not see that this ability does massive amount of damage? I don't understand. Look at that. It just obliterates everything. Okay, understand that this is a one-hit kill basically, but still, if you're using this on Inferno difficulty, you're doing, what is it? What was it? 5,000 damage? No, 13,000 damage for just one blade, which makes sense. My damage is 13,000. If both of them hit, that's 26,000 damage, and you can cast it a lot, and you don't lose a lot of hatred. Look at that. Look at the amount of hatred you'll be losing. Not very much. This skill only sucks in close quarters, for obvious reasons, but if you're in a big open space, this skill dominates groups of enemies extremely quickly. So, moving on to the Serpentine, or Serpentine, whatever. The Chakram follows a curve dealing 203% weapon damage that's poison to enemies along its path. Okay, so here's the thing with this one. Even though it does more damage than Twin Chakram, because it does 203, it's only 3% more damage, guys. It goes very slowly, and I don't know if it... I don't know, because of the slow the slow movement of the skill would hit multiple times. I don't know. Oh wait, I don't need my bow for this, do I? No, I don't. Okay. I can see if it hit multiple times here. Stop moving closer to me, you stupid. No, it'll hit once. Okay, so the skill only hit once per enemy. Yep, it only hits once per enemy. Wow, it avoided those two skeletons like it was a freaking driving test. So this skill does not hit multiple times. How sad. Hang on, I want to try the Twin Chakram. Let's see if we can kill these things faster. Which we should be able to kill these things much faster. Okay. Well, it'd be nice if actually hit him. There we go. So, if you're good, you know, you'll be able to aim this thing so that it hits the enemy multiple times. But I don't have the patience to actually do that. But obviously, the Twin Chakram does more damage than the other one, simply because it's easier to aim. It moves a lot quicker. So, yeah, Razor Disc. The Chakram spirals out from the target location, dealing 165% weapon damage as arcane to all enemies along its path. So what this is instead of firing from your location, it appears at wherever your target is. So even though it does fly out from the location, it doesn't do any damage. I don't think. We'll see here. No, it does not do any damage. Oh, it does? Oh, that's cool. I did not know that. Okay. I did not know that. But yeah, it fires to the target location and then does damage. I did not know that it actually does damage when you throw it. That's pretty cool too. Haven't mentioned why grenade sucks. I think I've said that multiple times, right? Yeah, so obviously this skill's not that good compared to like Twin Chakrams or even the Serpentine one. Serpentine, whatever. because it does way too little damage, and I don't understand why people want them to spiral out like that. But yeah, it does way too little damage for me to actually like it. I prefer Twin Chakrams always. Boomerang. The Chakram path turns to a loop, dealing 188% weapon damage as lightning to all enemies along its path. So again, why would you want it to do lower damage than 200%? Twin Chakram is just way too good. Oh, and this is also a medium range skill now, instead of a long range skill. I did not know that either. I thought it actually flies out quite far, like to at least the edge of the screen, but it doesn't. Disappointing. You can tell that I never used these skills before, because Twin Chakram is just too good and I just don't even bother with anything else. Oh good, it didn't even hit anything. That's wonderful. Yeah. Huh. Oh my god. Terrible. Okay, so yeah, that's how it looks. It looks cool, but short range is not what... Medium to short range skills is not what you should be using. Shuriken Cloud. Surround yourself in a spinning chakram for 120 seconds, dealing 48% weapon damage per second as physical to nearby enemies. So that's pretty cool. So if you're wanting to die and, you know, stand really close to an enemy to actually do damage with the skill, after 12 seconds you will be doing 48 multiplied by 12, 576% weapon damage. But do note that it's not stackable, meaning after you do this, you use it again, it does not have more chakrams around you. It's the same thing. Yeah. So it's not stackable. And I would be dead now if I was in Inferno. I would be dead long ago if I was in Inferno. So needless to say, nobody uses that last room. It sucks. No. Okay. So yeah. My recommendation: Serpentine or Serpentine, whatever, or Twin Chakrams. They do the most damage and it's easy to control. So yeah. And again, Chakram does a lot more damage than Impale. Just saying. Unless you're using this one, but then you're depending on... Seriously? Anyways, yeah, I will be checking that out. Anyways, yeah, so with this skill, yes, you will be technically doing 500% damage, but then you're depending on your critical hit chance, which is not very good in my opinion. Don't ever depend on critical hit chance, because that's a chance that you could not take in Inferno. So more raw damage on group, which is Twin Chakram, is even better than Rapid Fire, simply because if you're in a mob fight setting, you would want to use AoE attacks, and Rapid Fire does not provide that. With high velocity, yes, but it, again, 228%, this does, what is it? This 20 initial hatred already, this skill already outmatched that, because you can cast it twice. Twin Chakram does 400 damage, like I 400% damage said. So already Chakram is better than Rapid Fire and Impale on so many levels. Okay? So when we get back, we'll check out Elemental Arrow.